Another question that I have for you is around the hybrid work culture, because there's a lot of discussion about that at the moment.
Yes.
About people coming back to the office or continuing to work from home. What are your thoughts?
I think we actually have to be really honest with ourselves, and it's never going to go away now. You know, before COVID, people had a perception and they were able to point to the fact that, you know, we work better when we were all together in the same spot. But the truth is, through COVID, we proved over and over and over again that it's not about where you are, it's about, you know, how you're working together and what the outputs are. So one of my favorite sayings is outputs over location.
Yeah, okay.
You know, there are people who don't work as well remotely and who need you to check in more. There are people who actually being in the office and the noise and the lights and everything else is too confronting. And they work much better in their own private space, setting their own calendar, knowing and understanding who your team is and how they operate. And then within reason, you can't build a program that fits everyone, but what are the bits that they like best and how do you blend that together? That's really important. So we have team members up in Queensland, we have people down in Tassie, and yet we feel really, really connected because we have certain traditions, certain things that we do, and that helps us to, you know, be able to feel comfortable just to put our hand up and reach out and do things. We have brainstorming sessions where somebody will pop something into a chat or into email to go, brains trust, just need this, you know, what's everyone else thinking? And it's funny how many times something like that will go and then they'll say, oh, just had another thought. Oh, I've answered my own question. But they just needed to know that there was somebody there who was also going to feed back to them. So it's about what is the right strategy for you and your team. And there is no one perfect fit. And just because it worked well for your team previously does not always mean that that's going to stay like that forever. I used to have one way of doing our team meetings, and when we had a couple of extra people join the team, their process was a lot more structured and they needed that change. So we talked about it and I went, okay, let's do it your way. And so we now use Loop, because you know that I'm a Microsoft girl. So the notes are all there. It comes up every time. The to-do actions go straight into my to-do list. Don't have to add them personally. They just magically appear. And then I know what I've got to get done to make my team happy. And when I have a happy team, I have a happy life.
Well, that's a good new saying, isn't it? Happy team, happy life.
Yes.
We need to make it rhyme.
Yeah, I can't say happy work wife, happy life. That would put me into a category that's not so great. Because I love all my team.
Yes, it does. Loop is great. You're like my dream productivity queen. Love it.
I love the fact that I'm still teaching my team new tech hacks, things that save time. If you can save just a couple of seconds each time you touch a document, it makes your life easy.
Yeah, totally.